to reiterate for those that maybe had just joined, swap on Sunday, Lily on Tuesday. Aaron's got a crap ton of marketing coming up and some big bombs that we're going to drop on you guys. But the idea is to make sure that we're maintaining that momentum, right?
What's going on, everyone? So just jumped off the AMA and we have got some pretty big news. So we have had it officially announced on the AMA tonight. Saitamask will be fully unlocked on Sunday. That's right, the full swap function will be unlocked. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel if you're hyped for that. So like I said, jumping off the AMA, we have got that announced. So they're going to launch the full swap function, which I think is really good news. And we can see the catalyst on the price. Also, big announcement, Lily will go live on Tuesday. So for me, Tuesday is the 1st of February. So 2 huge announcements on the AMA and lots of other things that they talked about. Do you know what? For the first time, the team looked pretty relaxed. It looked pretty, comfortable in what they were talking about. But we're going to talk about what happened on that AMA right now. So like I said, Lily Tuesday, Saitamask on Sunday. So the 2 use cases are going to be out alive and kicking. So what do we have? Well, we had a bit of a recap in terms of the bot attacks and a few other bits from skimming transactions in the meme pools, which is going to be worked through. Interestingly, Russ talked about a bottleneck of announcements that because they've been working so hard on getting Saitamask fully out, there is lots of announcements to come. We did get a sneak peek of the NFT platform as well. That should be popping up on your screens. Again, apologies for the picture, but that's what we did get. But we're expecting every week on these AMAs now on a Friday, we're going to see some huge announcements coming. They talked a lot about joint ventures, new tokenomics. Now, I don't know if that was just Russ with a bit of a slip of the tongue, but new tokenomics, partnership chains and announced next week, and these are global partnerships. So again, Russ was very careful not to kind of give too much away with this, but clearly something is brewing in the background and something is big coming over the next couple of weeks. We also heard Russ talk a lot about changing the narrative, and we've seen Shibnobi has kind of really changed and exploded, and right now Saitama feels like it's doing the same. A lot of bullish support coming on the back of that AMA right now. Some big corporations with lots of money. Again, a lot of this is going to be wait and see. I think it's great we can talk about it, and it feels like Saitamask is going to be out, some big announcements, but we're going to have to wait and see what that looks like coming off the back of it. What else did we get? Well, look, Gabe talked a lot about the NFT platform, and it looks, from what we can see on that little picture, it looks pretty cool. But one of the things, again, they talked about was some big name artists and celebs. Now, is this Russ being Russ and maybe overpromising, or is there some genuineness to this? And actually, are there some artists? Are there some big celebs? Because we know that there, people in crypto world will know of Saitama for either good reasons or bad. That's the reality of this. But big artists and celebs lined up for Saitamask, I think, is going to be big. And we know that NFTs are going to be huge next year. We know NFT play to earn is going to be huge. And Gabe again talked a lot about the game. We're expecting to see some little sneak peeks of that over the next week or two, and we're going to start to see some of this NFT platform land over the next couple of days. So videos are going to be coming up with a sneak peek, and it's going to be coming out straight after the AMA, so hopefully that by the time this video goes up, that will have already come out for people to have a look at. And I think the game is getting very close. We know that there's a lot of tokens right now that are really pushing for their play to win game, and Saitama feel like they could just get there a little bit before everyone else, so that's pretty exciting. They're also talking about curating exhibits on their platform, the NFT platform, which could be huge. And again, the projects will be vetted. So OpenSea at the minute, you can list anything. I can go on there, create an NFT, chuck it on OpenSea and see what happens. Again, Saitamask and Saitama will vet them. Now, here's the really interesting thing that I think. This is where you start to see the shift between this meme token and a proper business entity is there will be revenue generated from them vetting these curated projects, and people will pay from the ability to go onto the NFT platform from Saitama. So quite clever in terms of business sense. Again, could be huge. NFTs are going to be massive. We also heard about exchanges. Russ is in talks with all the big exchanges, and I'm sure it's a conversation that comes up all the time. Russ kind of alluded to that. But ultimately, where they're at right now, in terms of exchanges, they want a usable product, which I think everyone's kind of clear on. Saitamask has to work. Swap has to work. Lily has to land really well. So lots of noise, but exchanges want a functional product. The whole Saitama ecosystem is built around Saitamask and the Saitama token, so they want to see it live. Now, here's the thing. If this lands and Lily lands and everything is kind of fixed, we could see some very big bull runs out of this. And equally, we could see some big catalysts every week, exchange after exchange, update after update, NFT platforms. It could be really huge. They also talked about kind of, I guess, business and company things, which I quite liked, and the whole team was on there, which I thought was really good to see. 6 law firms working. Again, it's a number, it doesn't really matter. The point of the matter is there's a legal firm that are operating on the back of Saitama. They are supporting on all the legal things they need to do. That could be exchanges, that could be the game release, that could be any copyright things. But again, just a real different feel about this AMA. It felt loads better. There's going to be a fully open FAQ coming out so that people can have a look at it. And one of the couple of questions at the end that I wanted to cover off on this kind of update video, just for anyone that's still struggling, is if you're getting the 401, it means your password and your username are incorrect. So just have a look at those. And then people that can't see their tokens, Saitamask, same as MetaMask, is only a window into the blockchain. Your tokens are still on the blockchain. So once all that gets updated, that should then drop down onto your Saitamask. So you will see your tokens. You can have multiple wallets on there. So anyone who wants to move over, or like me, I've opened a Saitamask wallet and then I'll start to transfer things over. But I'm just looking at some of the buys coming in. So clearly some huge support on the back of that AMA. Some really bullish noise coming out of it. You know, look at these 7 ETH buys, 1 ETH buys. But I think overall felt like a really good AMA. Lots of positives. I think we're going to start to see some real momentum. If every week we're landing big catalysts that are going to be big supporters of the token, I think this could go really somewhere special. When we take a look at some of the volume, some of the numbers, like we always like to do on this channel, $14.5 million in daily volume, and that's probably come from lunchtime today. So you can see there's some definite desire on the hype. In terms of market cap, 1.4 billion, back up nearly 300 million in the last 48 hours, 321,300 holders. So right now, what are the signals? The signals are the bulls are running with Saitama right now. The market overall is having a better run than we've seen, but the bulls are running with Saitama. So big updates, lots of exciting stuff to come. Going to be interesting over the next kind of 48 hours, certainly going into Sunday to recap. Swap is live Sunday. We will see some volume starting to move, I am sure, through on Sunday. And then the big one, Lily, launches on Tuesday. Let me know what you think of the AMA. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in the next one.